Trisha, can you get my coffee? I'm running late.
Bye, Skip. Bye, Callie.
Money, I got money. Money, I got money.
What is she? What are we doing? Oh my God, stop.
Welcome to our podcast. What's up, guys? What's poppin'? Welcome back to the podcast. I am Carissa.
And I am Jennifer.
And welcome to Genesis of Jen and Sis. So today we have a mouse behind the scenes.
Yeah, look
Can
at
you
him.
stop
He's so bad.
and introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Hey guys, how you guys doing? It's TBE, aka Austin.
You
Cody.
and your father both make a fake voice when you're on here.
I swear to God, this is me.
You're acting all.
Dad's
deep
voice drops like 30 notches.
I feel like Austin kind of did.
But make sure you talk
Smooth.
nicely into the camera.
Yeah, because people. It's not a camera.
Hello?
Into the microphone.
This is Austin, my brother. For those of you that don't know, behind
My
the
son.
scenes. First time he's back there with his girlfriend Sierra. They're being our managers today.
Pray for me.
But this is his first time on the mic, so he likes to make a lot of noise. Okay, so we decided to be fun to start off today's episode with a Q&A session. So I have this book, shout out to Barnes & Noble. It's called 3,000 Questions.
It's a good book.
So they are going to ask us questions behind the scenes, and we're both going to answer with our different perspectives.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, question 488. Working blank hours is a week is too much for me. How many hours is too much?
Do you want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay, I will start off by saying it depends on what you're working on.
Agree.
Because if it's something you love, then that number does not exist.
I agree. 1,000%.
Right. If it's something you hate, 1 hour is too much.
Less than an hour. Any time wasted is too
Exactly.
much.
But he specifically said hours, so that's why I said 1 hour is even too much.
Okay, so working towards something you love, like you said.
Right. If it's something that's going to better you or something you enjoy, there's no... I could work nonstop if
Right.
that's the case.
I agree. Next.
What is the worst thing about being your gender?
Oh, gosh. Having a period. 1,000% for me.
Yes, I agree with that, but
Such a
I'm
baby.
I'm going to give a different answer because this way we can have two different things to say. I say peeing.
Yeah,
To
that's
be
true.
a man and just boom right there,
Austin,
shake it. here we
TMI,
go.
but do you remember when we were kids and I used to pee standing up?
She
Austin,
used to act like she had something to hold too. That's the worst part.
I used to pee standing up. I used to not wear a shirt. I used to want to be a boy when I was little.
Yeah. And that's another thing. What else did you do when you was younger that everyone thought made like you wanted to be a boy?
I peed standing up.
Yeah.
Never
What are your
wore a
hobbies?
shirt.
Oh, dirt bike racing.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, I used to be a little bad ASS. I don't cuss.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Okay, here we go.
It would be nice
oh,
to be
here it is.
prepared.
How ambitious are you?
Can you answer for us? How about that?
Honestly, it depends on what it is. Like I think mom is probably more of the. I think she's more ambitious towards most things. Like if it's gonna be like the open field of things, mom does a lot of things that she doesn't necessarily want to do, but she does it all very well.
She does everything all out. Like if she's gonna do something, she does it all out.
And then Carissa with her thing,
Yeah.
she's just excellent at it.
I'm
That's always-
ambitious about what I'm passionate about. If I'm not passionate about it, I'm the laziest.
Carissa's all in or all out.
Yeah.
But in a way, like that could be like back to question one. That could be a good thing because if you're not passionate about it, if you don't enjoy it, if you don't love it, if
Yeah.
it's not going to help you, then why do it?
My mom, with everything she does, she wants to be the best. So whether that is being a stair climber, that girl will go until she cries. She
Yeah.
goes all out for
Till I
everything.
die.
No,
Like
seriously.
I will literally die first before I quit.
She it scares me. She'll like get whiplash and she just keeps going. Break a neck, break an elbow. you know.
Okay,
Simple things.
I got a question that's not in the book. It's a personal question.
Oh, gosh.
It's a 3-part question. So where do you see yourself in 1 year, 5 years, and 20 years?
You first.
Okay, in 1 year,
You'll be 44.
Yes.
Mhm.
In 1 year, I will, with my daughter and our team, we will be at the top of the charts for podcasts. 1 year. Like I'm saying 1 year.
Yeah. See, my YouTube took a while to take off, but we're just gonna take off
Yes.
with this.
Yeah.
If you're listening, by the way, you should definitely download our podcast.
For
And if
sure.
you're not watching on the YouTube channel, make sure you guys come over to Genesis Podcast YouTube and click subscribe. Also, while you're already on the YouTube website, you might as well subscribe to Chris and Nicole, but that's just shameless, but the cool people do. 1 year, I see everything in my life coming together. I don't think I'm going to reach all my goals by my 1 year mark because my goals are never ending and I'm always upgrading them. But my 1 year, I really think just by seeing what I did in this past year is going to absolutely take off. I feel super motivated right now. I'm in a really good head spot, and I think a year is a perfect amount of time to set up even more goals that I didn't think was possible before. And then for 5 years, I'm living.
Oh.
I am just straight up living. 10 years, I'm just gonna be like
20.
I can't even picture, because I picture myself like it's gonna take a year to really start getting there, but I picture like the 3 to 5 mark being there, and then my 10 year.
What is being there? Be
It's
descriptive.
1, 5, 20.
Be descriptive. 5 years. What
Well,
are
let
you
me give
doing?
my
Where are
5.
you
Yeah,
living?
you're 5.
Because we both gave 1, you gave 5. My 5 year is we will have a mansion in the mountains, and we will just live together.
Guys, one of our goals, and we don't even know if everyone's on board, but me and Jake 100% are. I think my boyfriend is too.
I think so. I
But
don't think Sierra would have too much of a problem with
but
Not at
Austin's the one that he wants to just be his own little butterfly. But one of our hugest goals that we would love to do is to okay, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get that through smarts. I'm gonna get there through my charm. Is to literally live together. And this sounds crazy, but we want to have a huge house that has multiple wings, so
Yes.
that when I grow up and I have my family, me and my kids are living there. Me and my pets, J. Clay and FDD, their pets, and then Austin and Sierra, their children, their pets. And me and Austin both plan on having a ton of kids. So we're just gonna be a big, huge empire.
And Brendan and Mel.
And Brendan and Mel,
Yep.
they're not having kids, but
No,
maybe some pets.
they might by then. But no, I definitely see it. It's going to be in the mountains.
You think that in 5 years?
Yeah. Definitely.
How's it looking?
Very well.
Like I'm saying, how's your house gonna look? Like what's your car gonna be? What
My car. Oh, who knows what my car is going to be by then. Honestly.
in a year, Aston Martin.
Aston
I
Martin.
might, no.
In a year,
The Aston
my
Martin.
white G-Wagon, for sure.
The Aston Martin will be within a year or two.
Bugatti.
Bugatti.
The Bugatti might be a 20-year. But because I honestly think I'd prefer the house before the Bugatti.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing: I don't want a house unless it's that kind of house.
See, where I am right now in my life, like, I don't want anything else besides a G-Wagon. So, like, my 1 year, 5 year, and 20 year is just going to be the upgraded G-Wagon. Hopefully by the time I have kids, they'll make a G-Bus, and it'll be, like, a dope G-Wagon minivan. And I'm
It's
just
gonna have a slide coming down. Her kids are gonna be sliding out.
That's my goal. But yeah, 20 years, I honestly can't even fathom, because I wouldn't have been able to fathom this if you asked me 1 year ago, where would I be?
You
So
have made some serious growth.
I have high
Especially-
dreams, and I don't plan on them stopping at all anytime soon.
Yeah. Good question.
20.
My question.
Oh, 20 years?
Oh, I thought they already answered that.
We answered. I said I can't fathom. It's just
Yeah, I-
unfathomable.
Just
Unfathomable. How do you say
because
that?
I was gonna say just loving my life, but I already do. So I can't imagine loving my life more than what I do now. So in 20 years,
20 years, you're gonna actually be a senior citizen.
wow. Okay then.
I will be. How old am I? I'll be your age.
It's simple math. I was gonna say very simple math.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have grown children.
You're gonna have grandchildren my age already?
Yeah, for sure. You should be having grown children by now.
I'd say you started a little late.
Okay. Next.
Do you tend to follow your heart or head?
Head.
my heart, unfortunately.
I don't think that's bad.
It can be.
It's bad if it's too much one way either
Uh-huh.
way. I think I'm a little more on the head side and you're a little more on the heart side.
Yes.
I honestly, this is not to brag, I think if we were to combine you and me, there would never be a more perfect human. I have all the qualities you don't, and you have all the qualities I don't.
No, honestly, I can, yeah. I think just
Wow.
all of us, like, all 4 of us have such, like, we have very, very good things about us.
Yeah, but especially me and you. Like, I'm just kidding.
Meanwhile, Austin's sending darts over here.
All right, I think we have time for one more question each, and then we have some stuff to get into.
Are you more of a giver or a taker?
Givers.
I love to receive, but I honestly love to give also. And I'm not at the point right now in my life where I can give monetarily. Is that the word?
See, I'm going to disagree with you on your end.
But I give bigger than that.
Honestly, you give more than you can almost you give more than you can almost afford to. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just
Yeah, but
you
it's
love
not
to give.
It's not even on a level that I would love to give. But in the way of being a YouTuber, I never saw it being this way. Like, I did YouTube to start off as a hobby, and then I did it because it's something that grew as a passion, and then it's something that, like, now it's my job, it's what I love to do. But you would not believe the amount of DMs that I get of people telling me that I literally saved their lives. And I'm like,
Wow.
what? So you don't even realize, like, the impact when you live a good life, the impact that you can have on other people, and you don't even
Without
realize
even
it.
meeting them. That's what's great. Like,
Without meeting them, without meaning to. Like, every time I go to post a video or say anything on the internet, I never, this is selfish, well, it's not selfish, but it's just clueless, honestly. I never am sitting there thinking, like, oh, I'm helping somebody today. I
Right.
literally just live my life. So that just goes to show that the way you live your life does matter. You think that you don't matter at all, but I promise you are making an impact on somebody's life.
for sure.
Same
You know
with you being a parent to me and Austin. Same with Austin living his life the way he does that inspired me to live my life.
Mm-hmm. And what's weird is, like, you don't realize it because when people watch you, they feel like they feel like they have, like, a relationship with you. They've never met you in
It's so
person,
weird, yeah.
but because I know just the people that I watch
Mm-hmm.
were, like, even just General Hospital.
Mhm.
Like, that's my guilty pleasure. I love to watch it. I have watched every episode of General Hospital. I truly feel like I know these people that are
Yeah.
on the show. Like, I feel like we have, like, a relationship. They have no idea who
Right.
I am. They don't even know who, like, that I'm watching.
I know, and that's what this question always pops to my mind. Like, there's so many people out there that you know
Mhm.
that don't know you. Like, especially people that put their life on the internet, you know everything about them. They know nothing about
Right.
you. And that's just so weird because, like, even being a small YouTuber and going out to dinner and people coming up to me and saying, like, oh my gosh, I watch your YouTube videos.
Right.
They know everything about you and you don't know anything about
Right.
them. So it's like you have to watch what you're putting on the internet. You have to, it depends on how you want to be portrayed, but if you want to be a good role model, live your life the way that you would want to look up to.
Well, and just stay true to you, like
Mhm.
you've always said, because it's hard to live a lie.
Yes. Oh, yes. You
It's
can't.
very hard to live a lie. And then your lies get mixed up. You
Mhm.
forget what you lied about, what's the truth, and
I think YouTube helped me to stop being such a pathological liar.
oh wow, we were oh, you know what?
As a
Yeah.
child, I was the worst liar. I would
think?
lie straight into my parents' faces. And my dad used to tell me all the ways that he said, I can tell you're lying because your eyes are twitching. I would make sure those eyes weren't twitching. My brother cannot lie to save his life. He puts his tongue in his lip. He's like,
That's a
Huh?
good thing, though. That's
I-
a good thing.
see, I'm a good liar. But when you put your life on the internet and you live your life day to day,
Right.
it helps you become a better human, honestly.
Yes,
For
it
me,
does.
at least.
It holds you accountable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so today's episode is a lot different than last episode.
Why? What happened last time?
Well, guys, you might want to listen to last episode if you want to know the real. Well, but that's what I love about us. We're being
Yes.
real in different ways. This is our more advice, motherly J. Clay and K.
We're
Clay.
being very mature today. If I
We
must
are
say
being
so
mature. What's
myself.
going
I don't know
on?
if it's a good thing or not, but we are.
Because last episode we were so immature,
But real.
but like, if you guys want to hear those,
I don't even know if it was immature. We were just exposed.
it was very
our
exposing,
reality.
right? It's not immature. It's honestly real life. Not every day is prim and proper.
Who else
For
would,
sure.
The things that were exposed about me, why else would I do that unless it was the truth?
Okay, if you
Why
didn't
would I lie
listen,
about
if you
it?
didn't listen to last episode, it's a lot of flatulence issues. It's a lot of just exposing just things about me and Jay Clay. So make sure you listen to episode 3. But today, like pretty much, we just told stories a lot last time. But when we were closing out last time's episode, we were talking about scary stories, and we have a couple scary stories too. We should tell.
Yeah, I think.
Because I just love story time.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's starting, me or you?
Well, which story are we gonna tell first? Should we talk about the robbery?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell it or you?
You start, and I'm gonna hop in with the
She's gonna add a little. Sure.
I'm more dramatic and
She's
more
very dramatic.
Yeah, I make things a little interesting.
So the robber was bleeding out of his ears.
So anyway, we were home and it was about 4 o'clock in the morning and everyone's sleeping. FDD actually gets up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, randomly. He didn't hear the robbers
No.
in the house.
I didn't hear anything. He comes back to bed and of course woke me up in the meantime. So then next thing you know, we hear like squeaking on the floors downstairs.
Yeah,
It was
because
like
it was raining outside. How stupid
I
are
know.
these people?
So we look at each other, like we both open our eyes and we're looking at each other like, do you hear that? Like, is this the truth? So then we get up and lo and behold, there were 3
Lo and
guys
behold.
in our house. I mean, they
Wait,
just-
did you see them or did it just Dad see them?
No, we both saw, but like they ran as soon as, because Dad, he didn't have nothing with him. All he had was a pencil on the nightstand.
Yeah.
So he grabs the pencil and he literally runs to the top of the stairs and he starts screaming.
You better watch out for FDD with that pencil because he's coming for you.
He's like literally screaming, "Get out of the bleeping house!"
But
No.
didn't he like say to scare them? He was like, Jen,
He
get
said,
my gun.
Yeah, exactly.
My dad doesn't even have
He
a
had
gun.
He had a pencil in his hand.
Yeah, but he said, get my gun to scare them, and they all ran out.
Right. They
But-
ran out, and I mean, but at this point, they had already had my purse. They had his wallet. They like.
And the weird thing is that your purse, his wallet, all the things they stole were like in kind of hidden places. So
Right,
we're
they were
feeling
found.
like they were
found throughout the
looking.
neighborhood. So what they did was like they didn't want. They knew what they were. They were just looking for cash or something like that. So whatever they couldn't just take and get away with, they were just getting rid of.
Right, because you could track a phone, you could
Right.
track everything else. But the scary part is that I was sleeping and I was having a nightmare at the time this whole thing went down. So I remember I woke up from my nightmare to hearing my dad scream, and in my nightmare my dad was screaming, so it was like weird. And I woke up to it and I walk out of my door, and the way our house was set up was my mom and dad's bedroom was on one side of the house, and there was a catwalk, a hallway that you could see the actual
Down both
house.
sides.
Yeah, so
It was like almost like a bridge. How a bridge is. Like
yeah,
it goes
it's
from
called
one side of the house
it's
to the other.
called a catwalk. So I was out of my room, coming to like just I don't know, when I was scared I would come to my mom and dad. I always slept with my mom and dad, especially after that. But I walk out of my room and I open the door and I just saw those like people scramble out of the house, and I see my dad at the other side of the stairs, and we don't know if that's all that's left in there. So my
Right.
dad's like, get in the room, get in the room. He's like trying to whisper. And I was like so scared. I had no idea what's going on. So I was like, what? Like I was confused. I was scared. I knew something was wrong. So I go back in my room and my dad like walked in there. Austin in his
I was
room
gonna say,
sleeping,
Austin, what was you doing during this?
sleeping the entire time.
He did not even wake up.
But I was so scared. And I was only in 5th grade, and I remember like everything like clear as day. And ever since then I slept with my parents every single night. It was so scary.
Literally.
They're lucky I wasn't sleepwalking. I probably would have peed on them.
I know. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
jeez.
Austin was a pea
Yes.
sleepwalker. But let's tell that story in a second. Austin, do you remember whenever me, you, and Jamie Hamlin were walking home from school, and I was telling Jamie the secret, but my mom and dad told me, they said, do not tell Austin, because Austin was a scaredy cat when he was a baby. He was terrified of everything. So they were like, don't tell Austin, he'll never be able to survive through this, blah, blah. So I was like secretly telling Jamie, and out of nowhere, Austin was like, are you talking about when our house got robbed? And I was like, how do you know that? Like, he somehow knew. And he said that he dreamed about it, and that's how he found out about it. So it's so weird.
But you know what was sweet? I'm gonna add the sweet part to this story, because I mean that is a very scary thing when you're in your house and someone just breaks in while you're there. That was very scary. But the sweet part was Carissa turned into little mother, and they were both in elementary school, and she got in trouble because she kept leaving her class to go to Austin's class to make sure that he was okay because she was afraid that they had our address and that they knew who we were and that they were
I thought
gonna
they
come.
were trying to kidnap us.
So she would constantly leave her classroom to go check on Austin and make sure that he was okay. But isn't that sweet?
Was that the teacher with the gerbil?
Yeah.
Or the Miss Jakes?
Miss
Yeah,
Jakes and your
yeah.
mom. They were my favorite teachers. But I remember me and Austin used to be best friends. And we were only in school when I was in 5th grade. He was in 1st grade. Other than that, like I went through all middle school without him, all high school without him. You always came the year after. But I remember when I was in 5th grade and you were in 1st grade, we would like pass to the hallway and I'd be like, hi, that's my little brother.
High fives.
Yeah, high fives. Also would get in trouble because I was always line leader because I was the teacher's pet. I was such like the annoying one. Austin was the bad one.
I'm in the middle of the pack with, right with the teacher.
No, you're holding the teacher's hand on the other side because you can't walk.
Because he
Playing football, catching air balls like in my own head. Teacher's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, but the reason I wanted to bring that story up is because like I feel like our family has gone through, I mean, I'm sure everybody in the world has gone through stuff, but our family has gone through like the craziest times, the funniest times, this like pretty scary times. Like we always just have a story to tell.
But that's what life is. It's about ups, downs, sideways.
Yeah.
Everything.
And if you watch my YouTube channel, I swear I'm not doing a plug, but if you watch my YouTube channel, you guys see pretty much just like all of the glamorous life that I live and like the good stuff. I'm always like trying to be inspirational, motivational, and tell you guys like all that kind of stuff. Show you all the success and good things that come out of everything. But I want this podcast to be somewhere that we can just tell daily life, that we could tell the scary stories, we could tell the hilarious behind the scenes, the real us. So
Yeah, because your YouTube's based more like you try to just inspire people.
I want it to
learn.
be a good place that people can go
Right.
to have like nothing to worry
Walk
about.
away with positive feelings instead of feeling we're here. You're just gonna get it all.
You're gonna get just me and Jay Clay's life.
I think we're gonna get laughed at.
Yeah, it's fine though.
Than we are laughed with. Maybe.
But do you remember when we were trying to decide what to do for the podcast and we're like, what should we talk about, blah, blah, blah. And we like tried to come up with all these plans, but we were just like, honestly, like people watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. People watch reality TV. They watch people's lives. And I am somebody that's like that. I watch so many people just to watch what their everyday life is. So I think this is just our place to just we talk so much.
I know.
Too much. Especially me.
You know what's crazy is like just recently because we're trying to have our episodes before we launch. So we've been around each other a lot.
Yeah,
lately.
so what is
Is
this,
it?
episode 3?
This is
3.
Yeah, it's like technically our 4th one that we have filmed, but the first one is episode 0.
Which is an
so there's
intro.
1, 2, 3. But even with us seeing each other all the time, we
I know,
still
I thought
have
it
so
was
much
gonna
to
be
talk about. Like,
Mhm.
so can you imagine when we go to where it's actually just the once a week?
I know. We should just do recaps like what did you do this week?
They're gonna be like 4-hour long episodes.
I know. But yeah, is there anything else scary that has happened?
Still no music in the car allowed because we're trying to have conversations. My mom wants us to have conversations, so no
Yeah,
music in the car.
you guys would think this is everything we could talk about, but we have Sierra and also here to vouch for it. My mom never stops talking.
But conversation is key.
We're not allowed to play music in the car because
We're
there's
not.
a time for conversation, she says.
Listen, if there are more, if you're in a car alone, you can jam to your music all you want. But I think when someone else is in a car, you should try to have a conversation with them.
What if they don't
be the
want
whole
to?
time?
What if we want to just have good vibes and dance and sing?
Well, I am the good vibe.
Oh, give me an example of how you're a good vibe.
Well, crickets.
Yeah.
Crickets.
Loser.
I think you don't think I'm a good vibe.
You are 98% of the time.
98.
Sometimes you are so unpredictable because you could be such like a put together, like best advice, motherly woman that's just like superwoman that can juggle all these tasks at once and just make everything somehow flow.
That I fall apart.
Or you can crumble like a bad taco.
Yes.
Shout out FTD, that's always his thing.
jeez.
Or you can cry on the whim. You can just
That's my thing. I'm just super emotional.
Bipolar.
You what?
Bipolar.
Not bipolar, but no, I just feel like I'm just I think I take things too personal. That's my problem.
Is that a fear of yours?
What? Taking things too personal?
That you fear how other people view you.
Yes and no. Here's the thing.
So then you take it
my
personal.
family, my core people. Yes, I care too much.
You
what
care
those
more
people
about
think.
what people think about us than you do about yourself.
Yes, but anyone else, like, I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but like, if like say there's bad comments about me, I don't like if I don't know you. Your
laugh.
opinion is irrelevant.
Yeah,
to
you
me.
laugh at other
Right.
people's opinions of you, but
Right.
when I had people coming at me on my
different
YouTube
story.
channel,
But you're my
Mama
daughter.
Bear J Clay comes out. This
But
girl.
that's different.
Oh gosh,
Any-
J Clay tries to handle all our problems. Austin would be in middle
I'll
school.
handle them outside.
No, that's what I'm saying. Austin, back in middle school, there was probably like 2 or 3 instances where he was about to get into a physical altercation, and my mom steps in the middle of the altercation to stop it. She's always been Mama Bear. Like, nobody can mess with her kids.
That's right, and I don't care what anyone says about, except for, like I said, you, Dad, Austin, like even like Sierra and Brandon and Mel and Sam. Like, I do care what you guys think of me, but other than like the outside people, the people that I've never met, I just don't care, like, at all.
And
Not at all.
I think for Carissa, it's somewhat the opposite. Not that she really cares, but she lets it like affect her.
Yes.
She doesn't change, but she lets it weigh on her.
I kind of agree. Like, I care to an extent. I don't care if people come at me for like my looks or anything like that, or things that I truly don't think are true. But when they come at my character, or because I question my own character sometimes, even though like I get validation from people all the time that it's not that way. But if I'm questioning
And
myself
why?
a little bit, then I'm just like, oh God, they're right. They hate me.
No, same. I don't know why you would question her. The only way you should question it is if you're unsure if it's true.
Well, I know, and my problem is that in the stage I'm in life right now, I think I'm striving so much for perfection, and I've learned so many times, even with this podcast, I've learned that you cannot be perfect, and perfect is actually boring.
Yes.
So don't be perfect.
But it's good to always strive because you'll never get there, which means you're always.
Well, like, do
Reaching
your
for the
best, but
All right.
life is okay to mess up. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. Like, if I never messed up in life, I would have never grown.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
people are different though.
That's how Austin. That's what he's always said when it comes to wrestling. Like, does he go out on the wrestling mat and to wrestle and lose? No, right? But when has he learned the most? Every time he lost, he has a takeaway every single time.
Yeah.
Usually, the people talking down on you are normally your biggest fans.
That's true.
The people who keep up with you the most.
They're the
and-
fans that view you the most, but aren't gonna. They're the first ones to
They might
comment
not be
bad.
subscribed or anything.
It's all good. Every view is a little bit of change.
That's exactly right.
Exactly. I'm in the mood to like have a difference in opinion, because I feel like this podcast we've had pretty much spot on everything we agree with, but I feel like I've learned to grow a lot more into you and your ways. But we used to have very different opinions on things, and I think it's time to fight a little bit.
Oh no! What? I'm scared.
I don't know. I see myself becoming more and more and more like you recently. Like,
Is that
I
a
am
bad thing?
I'm my dad through and through, but I don't know. I just see myself like actually taking some of your qualities,
Right.
which is not a bad
The
thing.
good ones, right?
But I want to. We told this podcast we're gonna have difference in opinion, so let's.
Oh, trust me, we do.
Like, what's
those-
something we
Those
don't agree with?
terrible, ugly shoes that you wear.
Your terrible, ugly outfits every day besides today.
The
You
boat
didn't like
spec
any of
outfit.
my outfits?
No, actually, I liked your tops most of the days, but all the
Which
pants
outfits did you not
has been
like?
pants that I've hated, so I gave them to you, and you're wearing them every day. You've been wearing a pair of pants I've
Oh
hated.
my gosh, I loved like the pants I wore yesterday. Those camo ones. I love those.
Oh, those were good. Yesterday, my mom rolls up in church with her camo pants and her Yeezys on.
You know it.
She thinks she's so cool. She got some Yeezy kids for my
I got
brother's.
some Yeezys on my feet. Isn't that the song?
No,
No.
J's.
Oh, see?
J's. I'm
Close enough.
I thought it was Yeezys. There's something about Yeezys.
Austin or Sierra, do you guys know anything that me and mom have like a difference of opinion on? Because I'm ready to just battle.
Your
it out.
ugly shoes that you wear. Did you
They are
think they're
so cute.
Fame.
No.
You know, I have definitely picked up the not caring what my outfits look like. There's been so many trends I've been wanting to go for, but I'm like, oh, I could never pull that off. I'm not going to do it. Mom, yes, you have always been that way, but I haven't. I've always just been the safe girl.
Right.
And I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. I don't care who likes it or who doesn't like it.
That's how I feel. If I want to wear it, I will. Period.
My mom hates these Sam Edelman shoes that are snakeskin and platform, and they're slides.
They're terrible.
They're so cute.
What about my shoes? Do you like my shoes? I love them.
Yeah, your Jimmy shoes are so cute.
Thanks.
Give me all those hundreds in your purse so I can get one.
They were on sale. 50% off.
We have a hand raised in the back. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think one difference is your views on fame.
Fame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Jake Clay wants to be famous now.
No. I want to be filthy stinking rich.
You would rather be rich, but you would be okay with fame.
She's using fame as a platform to get rich. That's the way she'd use it.
I want to be able
the
to,
actual fame.
Right. I want to go to the grocery store or I want to go shopping. I don't want people around. Like, I don't want that. I don't want the fame. I want the fortune.
I think I'm confused.
I want fame.
Because
Like,
I want fame.
I don't want to be well known
What?
or well recognized.
Oh, see, I do. I love
Occasional.
attention.
Like, it's not like I have no problem with like with someone would, because I've had people come up to me already just from your YouTube and just be like, "Are you Jay Clay? Are you Carissa's mom?" And I'll say yeah, and I love that. I think that's. But I'm talking paparazzi following me into.
It would probably get annoying, but like,
Yes.
I could so just see myself jumping out of my G-Wagon with Pickle and my kids pushing him in the stroller, being so cute, paparazzi on me at all
That's what you
times.
think.
Imagine how much heat on your Instagram you'd have. All them photos.
What you mean?
If the paparazzi was always snapping pics, the heat you could be putting on your Instagram.
Oh, I know. Oh, I would just straight up repost. As long as they're cute, they'd be catching you off guard.
And I think at first it would be fun. I think you think it would be fun, but just ask them how many people. Why do you think people keep their kids and stuff away? Because
Yeah.
the paparazzi get out of control.
It can be
They get ignorant.
It can be unhealthy, but see, Austin wants to be known by everybody
Yes.
in the world.
Yes.
I would like to be known by people in my niche. Like, I want to be able to go to the grocery store and like the old grandpa not know who I am, but the people in my niche, or is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah, people that watch my type of videos or my type of passions, yeah, know me.
I guess I don't want the fortune, but I don't want the fame.
Well, I want both.
And here's the thing, even when I say I want the fortune, I mean, let's face it, I want to be loaded, okay? But I have a lot of good things I want to do with it. It's not all for me. I want a lot of it, I ain't lying.
Well, yeah, and I'm honestly, okay, this is a question for you. Are you going to be more of a material person or an experienced person? You're becoming quite the material person.
I like both.
But I love experience.
I do too. No, I definitely, there's so many things I want to see.
Yeah, and that's what me and Austin and Sierra and Sam were talking about today. Like, they are doing the same thing me and Sam do. Like, instead of, like, of course, here and there they'll buy, like, a material thing for each other, but they would way rather, like, for example,
Yes.
they did a concert for their 1 year.
Right.
Like, it was an experience. Austin texted me, sorry, Sierra, and said, please help me, I don't know what to get Sierra for our 1 year. I said, don't buy her anything, take her somewhere and do something fun. And I
Yes.
gave him a list of things to choose from.
That's good, and I like that
He chose, like,
that
the
he
least
cared.
one that I would choose, but I mean,
A Khalid?
I
Khalid
said,
concert?
A person that I didn't even know.
I know.
I got it mixed up.
It's
I got
above
him and
accounts.
Shawn Mendes mixed up.
How do you get Khalid and Shawn Mendes mixed up?
They're both pop singers. I like Khalid a little bit more though.
Yeah. It was their 1 year anniversary, not Sierra's 1 year anniversary. It's
Yeah.
for them
Oh.
together. But yeah, no, like, I'm all about experience
Memories, making memories.
or money. Gifts should be money or experience.
See, I kind of agree with that. Like, a lot of people hate to give cash as a gift.
That's
You
the best.
cannot go wrong.
You can't go wrong. No one's gonna be like, oh, they didn't even think of me. I'm like,
Right.
VIP.
The only
Or
time-
MVP.
Loser.
It's a VIP.
Well, rolling in the VIP. But no, I think. Oh, it's dope.
What was that?
Oh, we spilled the beans.
No,
she
she says
sips her
spill
tea.
the tea, and it is both.
Rolling in the VIP?
I said rolling up in the VIP.
She said, well, rolling up in the VIP. It's just the way she said it.
Is there a problem with that? I understand. You are not used to being as cool and hip as I am.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so those are our views on fame. Do we have any other opposing views you guys think that we might go off of?
Well, I mean, I don't even know about views, but just like, you're way bossier than I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't even mean that in a bad way. I'm talking just period. Like, you
So,
know what you want.
Our
period.
perspectives on how we handle certain situations is different. I would say that. You always take time to view both sides, which I really wish I could do.
You've got better, though.
I do after the fact. I will sit down and I'll think about both sides, but right off the jump, I'm straight into it, and I know exactly what I think is right and what I should say and how I should handle the situation. You kind of are like jet lagged. Like, you're like, oh, let's see which side we can go with. Like, you're very fair, I should say.
Sort of like me.
Right. Honestly, that's what I try to do.
The exact opposite of you.
But no, even like when it comes to Austin or Carissa, if they ask me for advice, I truly try to give them both sides of the story.
Yeah. And can we ask Austin and Sierra today? I have just come 360.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
they were
180,
having a little
180.
bit of a tiff this morning over, and oh my gosh, if I told you guys what they fight over, it's like, oh my gosh, the sky is blue, no, it's teal. Like, they fight over the stupidest thing, so they're telling me the story, I'm trying not to laugh in my head about both
Tell
of
me.
their sides.
Spill the beans.
Oh no.
No. So, it's a little too stupid. But,
Oh,
so,
God.
anyways, they're telling me a story, and I'm trying to, like, literally take both sides of the story. And my conclusion, what I ended up telling both of them, I said, you are both wrong and you are both right. And that's how stupid it is. You guys need to take time to, like, really think about what you're doing. My final answer to them is, Austin, you need to stop, and Sierra, you need to start. And that's what I gave.
But this is
But
so
see
not fair,
how level-headed
because
I am?
you three know what you're talking about. Me and the 8 gazillion people that are listening.
Let's tell them.
Yes.
No.
No, I think we
Also,
should.
that is not for this.
So,
No.
the story
All right, moving
is,
on.
The story is, it's okay, it's not personal. We're just going to talk. So, Sierra
Jesus.
has a YouTube channel. And
Sierra Autumn.
Yeah, everybody go subscribe to Sierra's YouTube channel.
so me, as a person, I've always been just a grind, go get it. Just like all
or
in,
nothing.
all in, nothing out. Like everything goes all in.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at Sierra, and her potential is so limitless. She's one of the most beautiful girls on the planet Earth,
I
and
agree.
has such a great personality once you really get to know her. And her trouble is she's always been judged from the outside without looking in. Something similar to Carissa.
Retweet.
He's something similar to Carissa. And I feel like if she really got herself out there, just like Carissa, she could really make a huge impact in people's lives. And so with her YouTube, she hasn't been the most consistent. And so today I was just telling her, I was just like, she made a promise to me that she was going to be posting 2 times a week, and she only made 1 post this week. And I was just like, hey,
Where's the other video?
where's the other one? And she didn't really have an answer for it. And I got on her about it, but it's only because I feel like that's what true love is. If you really love somebody,
Right.
you would never let them
That's why
slack.
they call it tough love. And I know that you come from a good place.
I just
That's what
know-
I said
No
his
doubt.
intentions are good.
Right.
They are good.
100%.
But being on both sides, because that's how I was able
Right.
to be level-headed. I am Sierra and Austin all in one. I am Sierra with her passions and her like purpose for life and how she wants to handle her life and how she wants to take it in that direction. I feel like we're very, very similar.
I agree.
But I think I have Austin's mentality, but I just adopted Austin's mentality. And if you don't have his mentality, he
I'm confused.
may tend to kind of
He can come
Come
off very
off wrong.
brash.
I just know if I went to go skip a week of practice, she would never let me slack for that. Just because she knows
agree
my
with that.
dreams and passions
Right.
and what I want to
But
be.
I would say in a much nicer.
It's the deliverance.
The first time,
Deliverance.
yes, the first time. But then the second time would be a little bit more serious. And then
if
the
you're
third
her
time.
father.
But you're
And the
still
fourth
my
time.
boyfriend.
Okay, anyways. We all know I'm right, but.
Oh, see? We all know
No.
I'm right.
And I'm with Chris on this. And I want to say thank you guys for sharing this, because I'm telling you right now, what you guys are going through, what you're sharing, is something that
Everybody
is
goes
very common. It is a very common thing, but it's tough, because I'm with Chris. I see both sides.
So like my mother, Sierra is a very hard worker, and when she does things, she does it great. She just hasn't always had the best way of directing her hard work and energy into one specific thing. And this is something that she really wants. She just hasn't found like how she's gonna do it or why she's gonna do it, and like she has it sometimes, but not all the time.
Right.
So what I'm trying to do is get her to be more consistent in this one area of focus because she has these big dreams
I
and
will
big
say
goals.
consistency is key.
It is.
To a lot of things. And Sierra, I'll be honest, that's always been my problem. Look at working out, right? I was doing every single day. Carissa has been very consistent. And here's the thing, like, I'm not done working out. I'm definitely not. I actually enjoy it, but I haven't gone
It
for
has to
a couple
be.
weeks.
That's what I told Austin. I said, you are 100% valid
Right.
in what you're saying, and it's actually, like, for her, it should be admirable that he cares that much.
Right.
Trust me, when Austin does not care, you will know, and then you're like, oh my gosh, give me attention because you don't
Yes.
care
And
about me
you're
anymore.
gone. No
He will
coming
drop
back.
you off. So, I mean, it should be admirable because he does care so much, and
Right.
and
I
Austin
agree.
does this with his family, but other people, he kind of just like, you get one chance, if you mess up, I'm done, I'm not even going to try anymore with you. So it should be
Right.
admirable.
I think
But-
we find it admirable because we know Austin
Right.
through and through, and we know his
Mhm.
how he is.
But I think it's admirable too, and I
Right.
do know how he is.
Right.
It's just I
It's
still
just
wish
hard.
it was
Well,
a
and it's
little-
hard, honestly, when you're on the receiving end and
Mhm.
someone's telling you something that you, like, what he's saying to you, you might even agree with.
Mhm.
But it's hard hearing it from somebody else.
Even though it's right, it's not what
It's
you
hard hearing
necessarily
it from
want to
him.
hear.
Like if I heard it from one of you, it would be so
Right.
much easier
Yeah.
than hearing it from him.
It's hard
'Cause
taking your own account or taking your own inventory is very, very difficult.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I was just trying to tell Austin. I was like, everything you're saying is literally right, and she needs to hear it. She even said, I want to hear it. I don't want you to give up on me. I want you to
Right.
say this stuff. She definitely wants it, but I said, like you said, his delivery, and also I'm on the other end. I also know how it is to be a YouTuber, and you have to be in the good mood
Yeah.
to film a video.
It's hard to flip that switch.
So if someone's constantly on you, like how my dad was, again, I know he wants the best for me that anybody ever could in this world. He wants it so bad, and he believes in me, but
and he's helped so.
And he's
his
helped
advice
so
is
much.
So right.
But if you just come off the wrong
Right.
way, then you can take it the wrong way, and it's so hard to jump into and feel so passionate about something that you feel everyone else is doubting you about. When they are trying to come off as just being there to push you and
Right.
support you, it comes off sometimes as like a doubt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's true love, though. It is really
It
true
is,
love.
And that's what I was going to say about Austin. Is like, honestly, I am such a people pleaser to a fault, where I wish I had a little more of that, because honestly, when you do love somebody, you do things that is truly going to make them better, even if it means that you might look a little bad.
Tough love is true love.
It is. And same with being
Yeah.
a parent. That's the same exact thing. I did not want to say, no, Carissa, you cannot go to this party.
Right.
You're going to stay home. You're the only kid probably in your class that's not going to be at that party. And like you start feeling bad, but then in the back of your head, you're just like, but what's going to make her life better? If I let her go to the party and she's cool compared to all these other kids that are there, or to not let her go to the party, and that's actually going to help her with that. And then that party ends up getting bopped, and like then you
bopped. Okay. Okay.
I'm saying.
She knows. Remember that video we did where I did the mom knows the slang?
I know.
We should redo that sometime
That
soon.
would be a good one.
But yeah, back to what we were saying. I agree with everything, honestly. I think that you guys are an amazing couple, and I can see how much me and my mom, when we were walking the dogs, we were talking behind our guys' back last night. Seriously.
Baby.
I went down there and I was like, because my mom was like, so how's everything been? You know, we got the gossip. And I was just like, well, me and Sam were doing pretty good, because me and Sam were going through a freaking rough patch too.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Trust me, we can get into rough patches. J. Clay and FDD and me and Sam.
Absolutely.
But
That should be the next
my
one.
mom was just like checking in. She was just like, so how is Austin and Sierra? And I'm like, honestly, they were really good this week, because Sierra's with us pretty much all week, telling us how much she misses him. And then he would come home and he'd be in a good mood whenever they saw each other. And then, but they are just, I told them, I said, you guys fight like brother and sister. So it's a good thing, because you guys care about each other, and I can see it. Trust me, Austin does this to everybody. He did this to me.
Right. And I think we need to, for the people who don't know us and like the situation here, I think we need to like kind of rewind and just give a little insight to their story. So they were both from Delaware, right? But then Austin moved away, and he goes to ASU.
This was my first crush ever. Like, this is like my first true
Awesome.
love.
At 10 years old?
I know.
In
Loved her.
love with
Yes.
Sierra.
So, but then it ended up that they had a long distance relationship. So Austin's out in Arizona, Sierra was back going to school in
That's how we
Delaware.
started our relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Long distance.
So then, just recently, what, a week or two?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, Sierra packed her all, like, some of her belongings, her mother and her brother.
Mm-hmm.
They trekked
Drove
across
across.
the country so that Sierra can, come and spend at least the summer.
Right,
with
they've always
Austin.
been long distance, so they want to see how it works
Right.
together.
So
And
that is a lot of the reason why, when you go from a long distance relationship to a I'm with you every single day relationship, there are bugs that need to be worked out both ways.
and
So
every
it's normal.
relationship has to get through arguments. It's how you get through them, and it's that hopefully the same arguments aren't going to keep coming back up after you truly get through it.
And I am difficult. I can 100% admit that. Like, I am one of the most difficult people on planet Earth. But it comes with its
Difficult,
perks.
With great intentions. That's the thing, Austin.
And I can be a little bit crazy.
Oh, stop it. They're
Maybe a
making
lot
up
of
here.
it, but
They're
I
making up on the
appreciate that.
podcast. But yeah, we are over time, so we're gonna end with a quick game. Is it my turn?
I don't know. I don't have a game, so do you have a game?
Let's do the one where you have to add to it because we did that
The
one,
market
the one
one.
that we didn't use.
Oh,
The
true.
memory.
Yeah, okay.
Rummy.
The memory game. So it's called Austin. Since
I
you
like
don't
the
know,
market better.
Austin, we'll say market. Since you weren't here, Austin, it's called I'm going to the market. She says that she picked something up, okay?
Like I
she
start off
says
saying,
it.
I went to the market to get eggs. And then the next person I say, I went to the market to get eggs and cheese.
You have to say what the person
But
said
you have to
before
remember
you.
the order.
Okay?
Okay.
You got it?
Easy money.
So, am I starting?
You go first, Austin goes second, third, fourth.
Okay.
I'll have the hardest one.
It's the easiest one. I went to the market to get eggs.
I went to the market to get eggs and guacamole.
I went to the market to get eggs and guacamole and milk.
I went to the market to get eggs and guacamole and milk and ice cubes.
I went to the market to get eggs and guacamole and milk and ice cubes and bacon.
You non-vegans.
I went to the market to get eggs, guacamole, milk, ice cubes, and hold on. I know. Bacon and Calabrini chili red sauce.
What?
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I already figured it out.
I went to the market to get eggs and guacamole and milk and ice cubes and bacon and Calabrini red chili sauce
Wow.
She got it. Yeah, she twisted up the words a little bit, but she got it. Yeah.
and Reese's Puffs.
I went to the market to get eggs and guacamole and milk and ice cubes and bacon and red chili Calabrini sauce or red Calabrini chili sauce and Reese's Puffs and brown sugar.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm dead. Okay.
Not you.
She's not excited.
I did so good.
You have to hurry up. I went to the market to get eggs, guacamole, milk, ice cubes, bacon, red Calabrian,
What?
Calabrian,
No,
red sauce.
Calabrini
It's
chili red
Calabrian.
sauce.
Okay.
It's Calabrian anyways. But anyways, and then Reese's Puffs and oh my god.
Should we set the timer? 5,
Do you need a little
4,
hint?
3,
Oh my gosh.
2,
I can't get that far.
1,
Are you kidding me?
0.
Brown sugar!
Yeah.
So it's back to me now?
No,
now-
we're done.
Oh, done?
Well, no. So now Jay Clay's out.
Yeah, we need a winner.
Oh.
But it has to be
Mr.
hard.
Competitive.
Make it hard because I think we're over the podcast time limit. But guess what? If you guys are real and true, you'll still listen to us play our market
Just to
game.
see who won.
But Jay Clay,
I
turn your
went to
mic
the
off.
market.
Psych.
I went to the
No,
market
I don't
to get
remember.
eggs, guacamole, milk, ice cubes, bacon, red Calabrini chili sauce, or like red sauce. You guys know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then,
Should we count down?
5,
whoa. My mom actually had like 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Reese's Puffs and cinnamon, or in brown sugar.
I'm about to be out right now.
No,
Okay.
you is because I'm about to be the winner.
I can't even remember the third one in.
Bring
I
it.
went to the market to get eggs, guacamole, milk, ice cubes, bacon, red Calabrini chili sauce, Reese's Puffs, brown sugar,
Now you gotta add.
and spicy mustard. What are you doing?
Okay, I went to the market to get eggs and guacamole and milk and ice cubes and bacon and red Calabrini chili sauce and Reese's Puffs and brown sugar and spicy brown mustard and plastic forks.
I went to the market to get
the bread.
eggs and guacamole and milk and ice cubes and bacon and red Calabrini chili sauce and Reese's Puffs and brown sugar and brown spicy mustard and plastic forks
Wow.
and and a spicy tuna sushi roll.
Okay, I went to the market to get eggs and guacamole and milk and ice cubes and bacon and red Calabrini chili sauce and Reese's Puffs and brown sugar and spicy brown mustard and plastic forks and spicy tuna sushi roll and
Bread.
no and bagels. Oh shoot. We're never gonna end me.
To be continued.
I went to the market to get eggs and guacamole and milk and ice cubes and bacon and red Calabrini chili sauce and Reese's Puffs and brown sugar. Oh no. And brown spicy mustard and plastic forks and spicy tuna roll and bagels and
Bread.
and balsamic vinaigrette.
Olives.
And
Dude, I'm sweating. Can we just call it a tie? I'll let you win.
No, we'll tie, because we will keep
You know what?
going.
Then here's what we do. Next episode,
We'll just start over, me versus her.
we'll
For
just
the winner.
No, we'll just see who can.
If we could remember that. I'm
Oh
writing it
my
down.
god, no way.
Well, if we don't remember them, we'll just
Oh,
continue
no
it.
way.
Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching today's podcast.
Or listening.
Or listening, whatever you're doing. What if you're on a mobile device and you just... Wait, what? No. If you're listening
Yeah, you
with
just
your
used to.
ears or watching with your eyes, then thank you guys so much for watching. Give us a good rating. And should
Share
we
us.
tell them to send in some messages to genesispodcast@yahoo.com?
Yes.
You can do this. You can say you want it to be anonymous, or you can send us a story. You guys can tell us something funny. You
Ask
guys
for
can
advice.
ask for advice. We want to start bringing them up and asking, and we'll also probably be doing a Instagram live one time on a podcast
Even if there's things that you want us
to talk
to
about,
know, or even just to
topics.
say, like, hey, I think after listening to you, I think Carissa's a brat.
Yeah, say whatever you feel. Tell us your opinions at genesispodcast@yahoo.com, and maybe, just maybe, we could have you as a guest on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening, and love you guys.
Dilly Billy Trilly.
Illy, illy, illy. Peace.
Peace.